All right, welcome back, Space Chickens. You're listening to Alien Addictions on Party 93.4 and www.party934.com. And by the way, I want to say thanks to those guys real quick for giving me the platform they have to talk about something I'm passionate about and something that has had a major impact not only in my life, but in the lives of millions of people around the world. And many of them don't realize this is what's impacting them. They just know there's some weirdness going on, and maybe have noticed they have psychic abilities or things like that, that it's highly confusing for a lot of people. So in this segment, I'm going to talk about that a little bit and what all of us go through in this. Some people call it an awakening process. It's weird. It's like a weird form of alien school that some of us go to. And talk about the reason why I've been told from these beings that I was taken up in the sky by, or interdimensionally, however it works. I believe both have happened, but the reasons why they say that just a certain group of people has this happen to them. It's really very common sense, and it sounds outlandish in theory, but if you hear it out, really, I'd like to hear someone give me a better idea, because I don't think it's there, and these beings that I trust and believe told me that this is why this happens. But there's a reason why there's certain people this happens to. Now, I want to start this off by poking a little bit of fun at a person who I respect. And I'm not going to mention by name because if I'll say something nice about you, I'll probably throw your name out there. But when sort of questioning some of your thoughts and theories, which is my right to do, and it's your right to do back to me. That said, I'm on the radio show, so I get to do it on the radio. It's so funny how people get excited about the radio show. It's like, I have more credibility because I'm on the radio. It's funny. But this particular individual is very active on our website, www.alienaddictions.com, which I highly recommend everybody go to and sign up for. Totally free, and it's a lot of fun. You can meet a lot of cool people there and talk about a lot of interesting things. But we have a forum there and a chat room, and everybody can speak pretty much openly so long as they're respectful. And even, if they get real worked up and stuff, I'm known to throw a dammer of shit into stuff all the time. So that doesn't bother me either, but just have common courtesy. But this one individual has many Book of Revelations end of the world type predictions that he is seeing happen in our world right now, in his mind. And every generation, from what I've heard, thinks that it could be the end of the world, that this could be the time, based off the Book of Revelations, from what I've heard. My own opinion, thanks for asking. I just asked myself. I love doing that. My own opinion is 2012 is fascinating. The fact that we're going through the middle of the Milky Way, all that extra gravity that's in that center of our galaxy. Well, look at it this way. Look at the tides and the oceans. The moon can raise the ocean 63 feet in some parts of the world, and that's on the extreme end, but 6 to 7 feet is very normal with tides, and that's the gravity of the moon. And that's just the moon. Planets like Jupiter are, something like 1,000 times the size of the Earth. There's a lot of gravity there. And then when we look at stars beyond that, look at the size of the sun. We all rotate around the sun because of its gravity. And this is why there is a lot of credibility to things like astrology. There's also a lot of BS out there because a lot of people are looking to make a dollar, and they run everything through Nigeria, so there's really no laws, and scam people and rip people off wanting to have hope, which is awful. But it is amazing if you look at your star signs, and if you do things like research the date you were born on, you can find your numbers. And they can tell you pretty much everything about you, and it's really close. And that's the reason for this. We are all born at a certain time with a certain set of numbers in a certain celestial position. And that highly impacts who we are, our personality, what makes us tick, because of the gravity of all the stars around us, all the planets around us, and all that stuff. And that's how astrology does it, basically. But do I believe that these are the last days in the Book of Revelations? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Great answer, huh? Maybe, maybe not. I guess I'm right either way. Could it be? Yeah, I think it could be. Could be. I don't personally believe Jesus Christ is going to float down on a cloud. I believe that's how the story goes, and save us all. But if he does, I'll be the first one there to welcome him. Thanks, man. We got some issues down here. Can you clean this shit up? I think we're probably going to have to do the work ourselves. And that's going to take a long time. That said, some of the forces around 2012, which we'll go into some here, certainly as time goes on, we'll go into 2012 a lot because it's a fascinating subject. I think those are helping people awaken rapidly. Something sure happened to me, which is what we're talking about here, what we're going to go into, the awakening process. But apparently there's extra protons being squeezed out of the sun that are making people awaken. And it seems as though we are in the middle of a very dramatic change. The last 100 years on Earth have been tremendously different than any other time. Huge changes in terms of population. We've gone from 1 billion to, some people say, 7 billion now. I don't think it's that high. I've been told by the beings I work with, it's 4.5 million, something like that, is their best count on it, and they don't have a count on it. It's just too many people to count. I mean, try going to a park on a Saturday and estimate how many people are there. It's damn hard to do. It's really easy to count twice as many people. And there's so many lies going on around now trying to make everybody think there's all these problems so they'll comply with ridiculousness that they do. Oh, yeah, we got 7 billion people. I don't think that's true. Nonetheless, I believe we're at least 4.5 billion. That's an increase of 4.5 people to every one person that was there in 1900. The internet has changed the world entirely. We're all so interconnected now, and we all always will be, I think, now. I don't think the internet will ever go away. I think we need to learn how to use it better, and for good, and for something other than porn being the number one moneymaker online. I think that's disgusting. I mean, I've been a young man too, and I'm about 30, so I'm in that generation. So I get what it's like at one point in your life to care about porn a lot. At one point, especially once you have children and you look at them, especially when you have a daughter, you start realizing what these people are doing to themselves forever, because the internet never forgets. Once you have a picture up there, it's around forever. There's no getting it off. Our changes in technology in general have just been massive. I mean, the nuclear bomb has come up and needs to go away. In every communication I've ever gotten with my group of beings, I guess, it's hard to know what to call them. From what I've seen of pictures, the Greys is the group it is. But it's so hard to know for sure because they never came and introduced, say, hello, we are the Greys. They're from Orion's Belt, middle star. I know that. But they say nuclear weapons need to go, and that there has been pressure put on governments to make them go. And that's a lot of the reasons why, in reality, when you hear about countries like North Korea and Iran getting potentially nuclear capabilities, there's a major effort to stop them. And I agree wholeheartedly why the U.S. and the USSR, now Russia, has enough nuclear bombs to blow up the Earth 1,000 times over is beyond me. It seems like at least 1,000 times too many, even if you want to blow up the entire world. And I hope nobody's wanting to do that. But yeah, they all need to go. And to be honest, they've given me a method to get rid of them, which is very weird that I should spread if I'm ever contacted by a group asking questions. It's funny how this information gets hardwired into you during the process of being, quote unquote, abducted, which I hate using that term. I really do. I don't hate much, but I hate the term abducted. I guess it's somewhat accurate, but this is something a lot of us have gone through. A lot of the people at alienaddictions.com and there now, and a lot of people listening to the show have gone through. And I'm going to explain the process a little bit. And my point in doing this is, number one, to educate people who are just curious to know what it's like. It's bizarre to them. And the rest of the point in doing this is to let the people who've gone through this know that a lot of people go through it. It's not just you. And that's one of my